Good morning, students. Here I am your mathematics teacher. I hope all of you will have been studying the first chapter of your book, which we have uploaded on a school's website. Here I come with a video so that the topic of sets can make easily understandable for you. This is the theoretical chapter. So let us start. First of all, I want to tell you that the word set was firstly introduced by German mathematician Georg Cantor in 1874 while he was working on real algebraic numbers. He was making many collection of numbers and then he named his collections as set. So first times the word set was introduced by the Georg Cantor, and with his Georg Cantor with his friend Dedekind, also his friend Dedekind. So firstly it was introduced by Georg Cantor. Now the history of set theory you can find out in on YouTube's. So many things are present on internet. So history of sets you can find out there. Let us start the set. A set is collection of well-defined object. Firstly understand the definition of set. A set is a collection of well-defined objects, or we can say a well-defined collection, or we can say a well-defined collection is called set. So therefore we are mainly focused on the word used well-defined. And collection, everyone knows what is the collection. Collection is group or aggregate of some objects. You may say collection, group, set, etc. are synonyms of each other. But here a new word is used, well-defined. So let us understand what is the meaning of well-defined. I have written here, well-defined means a unique property or characteristic of objects. Objects means the things which are collected. We are making some collection of some things, that something are called objects here. So well-defined means a unique property of objects by which one can decide or determine whether any objects will belong to that collection or not. Whether any objects which I have making collection, if someone give me an object and ask me whether this objects belongs to our collection or not, so we cannot say about it unless we have a unique property of objects. So therefore well-defined means only simply that a unique characterization of objects by which any object can be determined whether it belongs to our collection or not. Simply it means well-defined means. And for example, I am starting with a simple example, very simple example, which I have already told you in class 10th. You have already studied in class 10th, 9th, 8th, and I am making here example is I am making a collection of natural number. Suppose that I am making a collection of natural number. Everyone is well known by natural number. What is natural number? Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. These are natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are natural numbers. I am collecting these natural number. Now question is whether this collection is set or not. Okay, if I make a collection of natural number, then our collection is set or not, because we have already studied that in definition of set, a set is a collection of well-defined object or well-defined collection. So there is a meaning of well-defined. I have told you that. What is the meaning of well-defined? Because every collection is not a set. If every collection would be a set, then I don't have any reason to use the well-defined. Okay, so therefore we use the well-defined. So therefore there are some collections which are not set, not falls in category of set. Now I am making this collection 1 2 3 4, and again question arises that whether this collection is set or not. So then our answer is yes. Yes, it is set. Why it is set? Because it is well-defined collection. Why it is well-defined collection? Because if someone give me an any object means any number, I can determine whether that number belongs to my collection or not. I can determine it. If I have a knowledge of characterization of object, it means that that collection of objects is well defined. Okay, suppose someone give me 1 by 2 belongs to our collection of natural number, then my answer is no, because I know that the natural numbers are only counting numbers, and 1 by 2 is not used for count. So therefore I have a unique property of natural number. And what is the unique property? Unique property is being of counting number. So therefore 1 by 2 does not belongs to our collection. Hence I have a property to recognize, to determine whether given any objects belongs to collection or not. So if I can determine this, then that collection is called set. So therefore collection of natural number is a set. Yes, it is set. Okay, for example, if someone give me under root 2 belongs to our set or not, my answer will be no, because under root no, everyone is known under root 2 is an irrational number and it is not used for count. We cannot start from under root 2. We cannot count to any object as under root 2. It comes on number of under root 2. So therefore under root 2, under root 3, 1 by 2, 0.1, these numbers are not used for count. So therefore these are not natural number. Minus 1 is also is not a natural number, because minus 1 is not used for count. Because if I ask you how many family members in your family, so you cannot start from minus 1. My father is at minus 1, my mother is at 0, and I am at first. So you will start, you will never start from by this. You will start from first, second, third, fourth. So you have a property of natural number, that is and that property is to be of counting. Another example, I am giving another example. Suppose so therefore suppose I am giving another example. Let us, I am making a collection of good student. I am making a collection of good student, and if I am making the collection of good student, then again question is whether it is set or not. So think about it, and I will explain this example in next video. I will explain it because I am not so professional in making video, so I will explain here. Time is very less, it is about to finish. I will make explanation. I will start from this example in next video, so please check my next video. Okay, thank you.